Hey there, welcome to Something About Tabletop. We're going to be playing a last-minute game of Shadowrun 5th Edition. This is going to be a combat-heavy, crazy race against time, as our 5 intrepid Shadowrunners are going to be trying to track down and stopping a armored van transporting more or less, I guess, kidnapped elven sinless uh, who are under the evil hands of the Gentech Corporation, which are well renowned for their genetic experimentation and bioware and biotech in that certain industry. These 5 Shadowrunners got a call from their fixer, and they have made their way to the rendezvous point, which is in a car park in Auburn, just outside of Seattle. This is basically the warehouse district. You guys rock up in your various different vehicles, or get a taxi there, or got picked up by some of the people in the party, and you guys make it into the parking lot, where you get told to look for a silver sedan, and they're the Johnson, who is apart from the Silver Nesty, basically Elven Rights Group. Some of you have dealt with them before in the last mission on the channel, and he is here to basically hire you guys. But this was at the utmost urgency, and he asked you guys to get here as quick as you can. This whole situation is very rushed. So we're just going to go around the table, describe your characters, how you guys rock up to the place, and just give us a little tidbit of what your character can do. And we are going to start with Flo.
Alright, so my guy is Pulse. He is a elven an elven adept that's ranged and self-base, and he is walking up to the silver sedan from his bike with a very hurried, angrily pace for some reason.
Alrighty. We are now going... Oh, you're all good? Yep.
Go.
Alrighty. Now we'll hit with Posey next.
This creature, the Will, grabs the Will, and he's driving super fast in his new Ares Roadmaster. Windows down, wind in his hair, smoking a cigarette, leather gloves clenched, knuckles busting out of the gloves. And he's thinking of the girl that he just saved. He's thinking back to the man whose hand he's crushed and put a nail through his head. He says a word under his mouth. Gentech. Gentech. You're going to get yours. You see the car slam and park. He slams the door. Boom! And he approaches the silver sedan.
Yeah. And just to give everyone a little bit of note, an Ares Roadmaster is basically a riot control vehicle. But they can be civilian owned.
Sorry.
Yeah, Ares Roadmaster. It's a massive fuck-off armored car. Ares Roadmaster. Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, we're going to go with Fantastic Dimensions. Ian.
Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm playing, I'm Ian, anyway, from Fantastic Dimensions. Check out my channel for some actual play stuff and a little bit of stupid conversation. I'm playing Catherine Zephyr, also known as Zep. She is a human decker. She's 5 foot nothing, about 100 pounds. Nope, sorry, she's 95 pounds. She's really good with tech, not so good with people. Really not so good with combat, but yeah, she will be she likes to kind of stay out of the action and kind of be the eyes in the sky, as it were, or the eyes in the net. Yeah, so she is actually currently readjusting herself in the back of the Ares Roadmaster and mumbling under her breath about the poor, well, should I say the rather rash parking methods of her compatriot from the last mission.
Alrighty, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. She'd probably stay in the car for the meet.
Okie dokie. Now we're going to cross over to Josh. Bluey.
Alright. My character rocks up in his on his Suzuki Mirage, which is a bike. He kind of parks it, and he makes sure he like turns his back to anyone that may be looking as he takes off his helmet, and then opens up his little compartment, puts on a fedora and some glasses, like trying to cover his face, and then he lights a cig, or a cigar. You can see the motions as you look behind. And he turns around, and his face is completely metal with a cigar hanging between his metal teeth. And he doesn't say anything. He just walks towards the destination, and you can see that his entire body. He's wearing like a suit, I imagine a light brown or beige suit with like white underneath. He's wearing riding gloves. He's covering basically every part of his body except his face.
Yeah. What was your character's name again?
It's crappy. Oh yeah, you see like the bike raise about 5 inches as he stands up and gets off of it as the suspension kicks back in.
Alrighty, and then finally we're going to go with Matt, who is joining us and has decided to learn Shadowrun in the last 5 minutes. So Matt, go ahead, describe your character from what you've seen so far, or if you want, I can.
Yo. Alright, so rounding the corner from somewhere where the rest of the players couldn't see just a second ago, steps a slender woman. She has flowing brown hair and she's got it up in a ponytail. A puff of smoke or cloud, you're not sure which, comes out from the building in the shape of a wolf, and she steps out of the smoke or cloud, and you can see her slender legs as she walks up to the group with a rather perceptive eye. She clearly holds some magical power, and as you gaze at her, you notice that she has a tattoo of a wolf on the right side of her face. Is that enough of a description at this point?
That sounds good enough, man. Good job.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty, so you see the hurried look of the businessman that gets out of the sedan. He's not the same guy that you guys dealt with before when dealing with the Silver Nesty before the Elven's Riots group. But he sees you guys immediately, and he steps out of the car, still checking his phone fervently, and he, motions you guys close to him. And he says, sorry for the last minute of all this, but agreed on the phone, it's going to be 10 grand each. Simple as that. We want you to intercept basically a armored truck that's going to have a small convoy of security personnel that's going to be traveling to downtown. The trip itself is going to take about an hour and a half. We want you to intercept it. Do it where you can. But we're warning you right now, it's going to be dangerous. The reason we're not getting you to infiltrate these facilities because it's a AA corporation, and that's not going to be easy. And right now, we don't have the funds to hire someone to do so. Either way, we know that they're going to have 6 bodies on this armored truck and about 3 other security vehicles with unknown amount of personnel. That's usually the convoys that they usually arrive with. And he shows you pictures and things like that as he kind of sends them all to your respective comlinks and stuff like that, which you'd obviously already have your comcode details. He also says to secure your loyalty, we're going to give you 2.5 up front because it is likely that you may or may not fail gathering these sinless elves for us. Any other questions? Because the vehicle's going to be leaving. He says it's about a couple k's away in about half an hour.
Elves are in the transport with them, do you know?
6.
There's 6, okay. And how many people, how many security details on them? Like, there's 3 caravans. How many people per van in security?
So there's 1 armored truck which is going to be carrying, from what we understand, carries all of the elves. And then there are going to be about 3, I guess the equivalent of a squad car. Gentech does all their own security, and the vehicles can vary. We don't know how many personnel are in those vehicles at all. Generally, no one really gets out. They're just there for security.
My question is do you want me to deal with the security detail as well, or just merely reclaim the elves?
Reclaim the elves. If you have to deal with a security detail, you have to deal with a security detail.
Do we know the route?
We know roughly where they go, yes. Usually they travel around the same route, which is the most obvious. They're doing... by the way, this isn't even at night that this meet is. This is about 11:30 at the moment. They're going to be leaving at 12 midday. They're doing it, and they're traveling the most traveled route just to, you know, for obvious reasons, basically. Get in the open, so if people want to fuck with them, they're going to have to do it loud.
Right. And can we do this? Sorry, I'm probably talking to the guys through the comics, but find out if we can do this in a location that's not going to bring the heat on us too quickly if we have to get messy.
I'm already starting to devise a plan. We'll conference in the Ares, and we'll discuss tactics.
All right. Anything else that you need to ask? Because I got to get out of here soon.
No, I think the quicker we get out of here, the faster we can plan.
Yeah,
I was
you
gonna
guys
ask
have the
them,
drop-off spot, and you
what-
guys have where they're leaving from. They're leaving from a laboratory/warehouse inside of Auburn, which you guys have the locale of about a K away, and you have the drop-off point, which is the Gentech HQ inside of the Seattle downtown area, inside of a Gentech enclave, which is basically a corporate town inside of the mess and web of buildings. Okay.
Oh boy. Cool.
He's just kind of like, yeah, all good, all good.
I think so.
He wires you guys all through about 2.5K up front, like he said, and he says 7.5 when you guys complete the mission. He also gives you a locale to drop off the Elven prisoners, which just seems to be a random point in the Redmond Barrens. Give me a call first, obviously, before you get there.
Yeah, of course.
Wait a minute. Then you want us to drop them off in the Redmond Barrens, so it doesn't seem very secure.
Yeah, but corp types don't like to go into the Redmond Barrens. We don't mind.
And the
All right,
ancients are there too.
Before I drop them off, I might wait and see if the coast is clear before I do that. So.
Of course, he says, take any precautions you require that are necessary, and if we need to change the drop-off spot, we'll do that. That's completely fine. Depending on what happens, depends on what happens, basically, he says.
Yeah.
But this is what we're going with for now, but if it changes, it changes. He said, just give me a call, and if there are any other questions, just give me a call. And then he quickly gets in his car and begins to leave, unless you guys want to stop him.
No.
Nope, I head to my Ares Alpha. My Ares.
Your Ares Roadmaster.
Yeah, my Ares.
Ares Alpha is a rifle, by the way, so just you get in your rifle, you sit down like, all right, guys.
I'm sorry, I got the rifle out. Come on. All right,
I'd like to add a note that under my suit it looks extremely bulky, as if I'm packing underneath something, like as if I'm wearing really bulky stuff, just around my torso and shoulders. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are going to rock into the right control vehicle that Scorpion is bringing.
Yeah, I'm already in.
Yeah, I hop inside and I go. Your character's name is Zap, is it not?
That's right, yeah.
All right, I go to Zap and I say, Zap, remember the process we went through last time and how you were able to gain control of the vehicle? Do you want to see if they're on the network and that's something that we can access, if that would be an option this time? Maybe they learn from their past mistakes.
Certainly should be an option. Would I be able to check that right now? I mean, we'd have to be close to the vehicles, Thomas, or what?
Yeah, you don't know who exactly the vehicles will be. You're going to need to either get a line of sight verification of what the vehicle registration numbers are, or be able to be nearby the vehicles themselves to be able to get a matrix perception check to hit them. But at this present time, it's going to be very hard to discern what vehicles they are because they're probably not even on at this point.
Let's just keep that as a plan. So that'll be a plan A, because it'll be the less combat heavy.
Well, I think it's going to end up being a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, to be honest. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just go ahead and mark out what we think is the best routes of action. one route of action is to, if we know where they're going to be driving through, is to get people high on the buildings above them to take out the people. Also, I think if we could get some garbage trucks, we might be able to close off the area of the street, blockade them in, and then assault from above.
Now that's something I like.
Or we can plant bombs below. However, if we use bombs, there's a higher risk that the people inside of the vehicle can get hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I like
Lily
the garbage
doesn't like
truck
the idea of bombs. Yeah, garbage trucks sounds great.
because garbage trucks almost certainly will be on the net. And
Mhm.
we're
All right.
crashing to get them.
So that's good. Okay. But if we could get someone inside of the vehicle to cast their aura, and we would be able to get information of how the hostages are kept, if they're rigged with bombs, what kind of armaments are inside. So I think our first point of action is to locate exactly where these guys are coming from. And do we have any thoughts about how we can do this?
Do we have a mage?
That would be me.
We do.
Yeah,
But
I
you
can.
can't really. You can't see through walls or glass or anything.
You can be in the
With
vehicle
your
though. You can
senses.
go into the vehicle.
Yes,
Yeah, you can pass through the walls. Yeah.
we need to stake out this area where they'll be running through. Maybe have someone watch, set up as a watchman to tell us that the people are coming through, but we could probably do that through accessing the camera system of the route. And then once we spot it, we'll be able to get the registration of the vehicle and then try plan A and then move in with plan B with the garbage trucks.
Mm-hmm. We have a general idea as to where they'll be coming coming through.
Yeah, those are the plans that were given to us in an upload, right, Thomas?
Yeah, you guys know where they're coming from and where they're going to, and they tell you they're taking the most obvious route, which there's basically, just by quickly looking on maps and stuff, the most obvious route is through a couple, like a highway, a freeway, and then it basically leads into the enclave. It's a very simple route, but the problem is that it is very super obvious and a lot of cars and a lot of civilians, and it's the middle of the day.
Is the traffic very busy?
It's going to be super busy the further you get closer to the downtown, which is
I,
the center of Seattle.
I
And then
asked
you guys
Zach,
are in the warehouse district, and the traffic isn't too bad.
They're gonna be like
Zach, can
driving
you
through
access
heavy.
the lights and turn the lights red? Like
I
a
don't
huge
know.
traffic block. Like you cause an accident, and then it blocks off traffic, and then it stops the vehicle. Then we can go into the vehicle. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It's worth exploring. I think I should, if you guys don't mind me taking a nap, you can keep in touch with me through the comlink. I'm going to see what I can do about getting access to cameras, light systems, everything else in the area. And like I said, we probably want to try to catch them back in the warehouse area where it's not going to be as busy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I
So,
turn to
yeah.
the other people and I say, well, those are my plans. What do you guys feel? And I'm taking off my gloves, and I'm wringing them in my hands, and I'm muttering Gentech underneath my breath.
I have access to some flight technology in the form of an eagle that I could possibly skip some of this traffic and get ahead and be able to see where they're at and see how much traffic they're dealing with, and then fly back before they can get here. If the traffic is really heavy, I'm going to be flying much quicker.
That seems like a very good idea,
drive.
especially to be able to keep track of the other vehicles in the area. But what we're going to want to do is try to block off any type of communication that the vehicle can send out that it's in an emergency.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, well, if I can get an eye on them, I can give you their position.
Yeah, that would be amazing. That's a very good idea.
Alrighty. Anyone else? Or we're gonna zip over to Ian.
Zip over to Ian.
All right, Ian. So, where exactly do you want to put this ambush? You can definitely easily see a place where they could track if they're going to be taking the most obvious way. And the suggestions by the man from the Elven's Rights group, you've easily plotted the way that they can go. But where are you going to be putting the cameras? You can either choose to do it inside of the warehouse district. The downsides of the warehouse district go as this: they're going to be moving quickly. The traffic isn't as bad here. So to stop them, you're going to either have to hack into the cameras and stuff like that, or yeah. But while in the warehouse district, they don't have to take necessarily a direct path. So they may not go the way that you think they're going. Now, when in downtown, though, they have to go one way. It's as simple as that. But also, they'll be moving very slowly because the traffic is going to be pretty bad. But of course, you're going to be in an environment where Knight Errant are just down the road, and you'll have to get in and get out there in a matter of minutes.
Is there like an obvious place where they're turning off the downtown one-way road and going into the warehouse district? So they're turning onto a freeway at that point?
Yeah, basically the freeway.
Can we pinpoint basically what on-ramp they're going to have to take onto the freeway?
Yeah, definitely. They have to enter the freeway on one way. There is only one way to enter.
That would be the place to try to cause some kind of a traffic jam then.
I reckon, yeah, just before we get onto the freeway, as they're making that turn, like if we can get an eye on them, if we can stop their comms and coordinate that, I think that's possibly, the best. Well, just from the sounds of it, that's my opinion anyway.
You know that if you're nearby, you can definitely jam their signals, but during that time, you will not be able to hack.
Here's a quick question. How many different access roads are to their final location?
Their final location, a fairly decent amount, because it becomes kind of like an urban, like not an urban, but you know what I mean. Well, yeah, urban sprawl. Mess of buildings, but there is one entrance into the enclave itself where they're entering into. So basically, it's going to go from the warehouse district. There is many different ways. There is a most direct way onto where the freeway starts, and from the freeway, it covers most of the journey. And then from the freeway, it enters into downtown, and then there's a short drive, which they could take many different routes if they wanted to, but there is a most direct route, which then leads to the enclave.
I think... Is there one entrance into the enclave and one entrance out?
Pretty much, yeah. There may be multiple, but the thing is hitting at the enclave is going to be probably the worst idea.
I think that should be our option, Omega.
Like,
worst comes first.
Fails.
If everything fails, that's where we hit. And we should set up. We shouldn't hit them there. That's where we should set up the sabotage.
You think right by the enclave?
Yes.
That's gonna be.
I mean, it's going to require the group splitting up to cover so much ground at once. So if we have a direct assault, it won't be everyone, but we'll have someone else be able to set up and rig if things go wrong. So people can escape, and we'll still have backup, right? Or no? Is that a bad idea?
The thing is, you guys I'm actually watching the time right now. You guys have 18 minutes until they leave.
Okay. My thought is problem with getting so close to the enclave is it's going to be the hardest place to get away from because you're in the middle, like pretty much the middle of downtown, cops everywhere. It'll be the longest distance from the Redmond Barrens.
Is there a sewer system?
There is, but getting into that and getting to that locale in faster than they're going to drive is probably impossible unless you have a helicopter.
And that means you're going to end up ditching your car somewhere.
No, I could leave and go there now and set up and rig the sabotage.
But rigging explosives in the middle of downtown is also insane without a team, basically. The thing is it's going to be very obvious what you're doing.
Yeah, but I'm going to be underground in the sewer system.
All right, underground in the sewer system, you can definitely give that a try if you think that that's a decent enough idea.
I mean, the only thing is that I'm not going to be with you when you go to do the combat to capture the people. I'm going to be somewhere else as backup.
Lily doesn't like the idea of explosives just because of collateral and because of harming the actual people that we're meant to be rescuing.
But this is the Omega option.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the last. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to chip in and say hitting them in the warehouse district is a good idea. It's easy. You could easily find like a empty truck that you could hack and drive in front of them, causing them to veer off the road.
Exactly
And
what
that's
I
when we
was
can.
to use a truck to cause an accident and to. I mean, I can wire into the cameras in the entire district, so if they do divert, we have to have some moving vehicles of our own, so we can try to cut them off.
Well, that's why I said, like, as they're turning off onto the freeway, which is there's only like one way that you can go at that point, so that's where we should do it. So there's no option for them; they have to stop.
I also think warehouse district is the way to go because less security, more time for us to sort things out, and easier for us to get to the Redmond Barrens from there.
Hitting them at beginning or end is both dangerous because it's really high response time for a night errant.
I
Whichever
appreciate
place.
your idea for hitting them near the enclave. I'm just concerned about it being the farthest point from the safe zone and in like the deepest amount of security possible, basically.
Well, I'm not going to be there when the bomb goes off, but
Yeah, I also say maybe no bombs. My idea about the whole car thing is maybe not causing a full-on accident, but making him just veer off the side of the road. And maybe then that's where they get cornered against a wall, and then one of us.
Here's what you're missing. Yeah, that can happen, but then all the security detail pulls up right behind you as you're trying to exit and grab the people, and they shoot you dead. The reason why we do it downtown is because we'll be able to block off the access from the security teams being able to get to them, and we'll be able to corner off and grab them and get out.
How is that different to doing it in the warehouse district?
Because you won't have the traffic. I mean, you'll have like a vehicles to stop them, but you won't have a density of vehicles. Also, they're going to feel inhibited from shooting as much because the corporation isn't going to want to be seen killing civilians in the process.
I think where there's traffic, they're going to be like, we can rig a traffic light like on the.
Have you dealt with Gentech before?
Actually, his character was there
I think he did, yeah.
Matt hasn't personally. So, Matt, you've dealt with Gentech before. They're incredibly professional, and their security forces of what you've met of them, while they did get minced by you guys, they seem professional enough.
All right, that's fine.
We got to make a decision right now. We got to get going.
We're running out of time right now. We'll do it downtown, where they get off the freeway. Not necessarily right by the enclave, though. Okay?
Are you going to do it where they're getting off of the freeway?
Yeah, between the freeway and the enclave.
All right, so you guys going to be driving up there now?
Yes.
Yep. And
all right, so are you guys taking one vehicle, or are you taking multiple?
I'm riding in the back of the Roadmaster because I got to sleep while I do my work.
I'm driving, so.
And I will fly and get in position to see them, where the traffic is heaviest, so that I can say, all right, they're on their way, and call on ahead.
I'll be in the Aries.
Okay, so everyone in the Aries and everyone. Yep. Okay. So cool. I'm going to get you to make a driving check, Phil, as you're trying to negotiate the traffic and get across town. The trip itself usually takes an hour. That's just how long it takes. But depending on how well you drive it and how poorly you drive it, could take longer, could take more.
Okay, 1 second.
Can I give him some help with my hacking in order to like free up lights and stuff for him to make?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Make me a hack on the fly check.
I would love to make a hack on the fly check.
Make me 3. And just tell me what you get on average. Or just tell me what you get for those 3 checks.
Sorry for my ignorance, Tom, but I don't necessarily need to run silently for something like that, do I?
Not really, no, because you're not inside of the system.
Okay. 17 dice then. My first check is 4 hits.
Yep.
Second check is 6 hits.
Yep.
Third check is 4 hits.
Okay. Sadly, the thing is you're traveling along the freeway and things like that, and when you get closer near down to downtown, I mean, you're able to buzz through the lights near Auburn, but otherwise the lights are very stubborn, and most of the time, by the time you're able to hack them, they would have clicked over anyway. So, Posey, I'm just going to give you basically the time's going to be reduced only by a little bit more. Anyway,
Okay.
Posey, what'd you get?
I got 6 hits.
All right, with 6 hits, let me just do some. Okay, so the trip actually only takes you 45 minutes instead of the normal 60. You travel your way to the destination. So you guys are 10 minutes, so that means that they're going to be there in 25 minutes by the time that you get there. And this means by the time that you get there, they're already driving. And they're about halfway.
Can I quickly ask, what plan did we end up going with?
You guys are going to be intercepting them at the exchange from the expressway into downtown.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll be relaying through comms. I'm guessing that I can use comms while
No, you
informed.
cannot.
I cannot? Right.
Nope.
So
You
I
are
will
a
see
bird
them
for all
leave
intents
in
and
any
purposes.
case. Okay, so I'll see them leave in any case. And I will ask you, is traffic especially heavy
What we're going to do is we're going to roll your check to actually cast the spell. So how it's going to go is I want you to roll. It's a critiform, so it is a manipulation spell. So you're going to be rolling 14 dice.
Okay, 14. Yep. And I'm putting...
So you just roll that for me from the dice roller I sent you before.
Okay. So I've got 14 dice. Okay, I've got all these numbers up here. I've got a 5 and a drop-down box. How do I roll that?
Okay, so click 14.
Oh.
Once you've clicked it, have a look at where it says hit in the bottom right-hand corner of the dice roller, and that's what I need to know.
Seriously? I rolled bad. I got 2.
Okay, so if all this does is it means that your character gets +2 to all attributes that a normal eagle would have. You don't necessarily need to roll super high when you're, going critiform. So either way, you still roll decently enough as you transform into an eagle. You don't need to roll super high. But what I would like to do now is roll a drain check as you transform. So a drain check is going to be your willpower plus your charisma modifier, which is going to be a total of 12 dice. So you're trying to resist the backlash as the mana shifts around your body, transforming it and contorting it into the form of an eagle.
I got 8 hits.
Wow. Okay, you take absolutely no drain. The drain value of the spell, by the way, is force -2. I'm just going to default. You're probably going to be casting all your spells at the force of your magic. You can change it. You can either go to 1 or 12, 12 being double your magic. Anytime that you cast over force 6, which is your magic, you start to take physical damage. It's like overcharging. Your character goes Super Saiyan and blood comes out of your eyes, and you can do crazy powerful spells that can knock out a street block. But anyway, your character is able to completely resist the powerful urges of the mana as it rips through your mind. You completely shrug it off as you then fly off to your destination, reaching your perch far before your friends do because you don't have to worry about traffic, even though they are moving fairly quickly. The traffic itself coming out of the expressway is fairly deadlock, moving pretty slowly and kind of coming in streams, as traffic would.
Alright.
Is there anything else you'd like to do while up on your perch? I'm assuming you're probably just perching up either on... Basically, in downtown, all the buildings are massive skyscrapers. So you're either sitting on a ledge or you're perching on top of one of the light poles or something like that.
Yeah, so basically, all I want to do is wait. I want to get an eye on their vehicle. I want to wait until it's like... I'll gaze at the traffic and look and see. I want like 10 minutes before they get to like our rendezvous, and I'll like fly directly to the rendezvous, and I'll say, "Hey, look, guys, they're nearly here. They're like 5 minutes away." And
Okay, so you want to be tracking their vehicle, do you?
that is what I would like to do. Yes.
You want to track the convoy?
Yes. I want to
make my
give the party like notice and say, "Hey, guys, they're like 5 minutes off."
Okay, make a perception check, which is for you going to be 11 dice. But because you're an eagle and you got 2 dice, I'm going to give you an extra +2 to it.
Okay.
Because you have eagle
So
side.
I press 11 or 13.
13.
3 hits.
All right, with 3 hits, it's going to take you a while to actually find them. And basically, you're going to be able to find them when they're about 10 minutes out. But we're going to transform back to the future, I guess, or past or whatever. And we're going to go back to the people when they are when the people are 25 minutes away. Okay. So Ian, is there any other, well, you are trying to hack the lights and stuff, and you're relatively successful in that. So during that time, you won't really be able to do any research.
But that
so
was
you
on the
guys
drive
now-
over, right?
Pardon?
That was on the drive over.
Yeah. Which took an hour. So
45
you
minutes.
guys are now. Pardon? Oh, 45 minutes.
45
sorry.
minutes. Yep.
45 minutes.
Time
All
is
right, so you are
important.
now at the location, guys, and it is a massive intersection leading off from the freeway, splitting off into, well, it's an intersection, so 3 other directions from the freeway: left, right, forward. There are buildings everywhere, various different corporations. Traffic is very heavy.
Looks like a perfect location to hit them.
Alright. Would it be safe to say that as soon as the car stops, I exit the car and move in to the easily defensible position, take my guns out and wait for them there?
You're taking
So
out
the
your
thing
guns
is,
in the broad
guys, is
daylight?
where you are here, you are not going to be taking out your guns unless you want the cops to be coming to you ASAP. Cameras are absolutely everywhere. You're in the center of downtown. You guys are lucky that you haven't been pulled over already inside of that Roadmaster. So
Yeah,
you guys are going to either have to find a perch on top of a building by looking around. You do see that there is a parking lot, which is basically, you got the intersection. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on paint and draw a little mini map for you guys at this point.
Yeah, that's why
It's
I
going to
said
be beautiful and
would it be
ugly.
feasible?
Oh
That's
yeah,
how
it
I
is not
started.
feasible at all. There are people absolutely everywhere. It's the middle of the day. It's the lunch rush.
Ouch.
I'm terrified of doing this in this kind of conditions. It's gonna go.
That's what you guys chose, so that's what you guys get.
Oh well. Then I'll be going to the top of that building where I hope there aren't any cameras.
Okay, getting on top of the building is something that's going to require some little effort, unless you guys are just going to be either way. Okay, so here's your intersection. This is beautiful, lovely for me. Oh, that's annoying. I am
Dude,
not
you can
used
hold
to painting
shift
that.
and it'll go straight. It'll go gridlock.
I don't care. Okay. So here it is. You guys came from here. Here we go. It's going to be coming from here. Alright. Here is the parking lot that I talked about before. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to get this out of the way. Here's the intersection. Here we go. Isn't that nice? This is the freeway, obviously, here. This is the parking lot. So getting into the parking lot is easy enough. Just pay for a ticket and enter on inside. Or you can just walk on in there. It's up to you. But, yeah, depends on you guys' plan on how you're going to actually stop the vehicles.
Yeah, I would actually. Is there a parking space that faces the road that has a clear
Oh,
shot
this
to
is
be able to
like
drive
a,
up to?
yeah, this is like a massive multi-story parking lot, by the way. It's not like a parking lot that's on ground level.
Oh, would I be able to drive off the 5th floor and onto the vehicle?
You can get to the 5th floor if you want.
No. I think I would like to keep it first level, please.
Sure. That's
Yeah,
easy
guys,
enough if you want
interesting
to get people in
idea.
there.
That's an interesting idea on how we could stop their vehicle. If I could hack a vehicle here in the parking garage, smash it out of the parking garage and onto the middle of the road, cause a huge, traffic jam, car crash.
Perfect.
Something big, like a big van or a roadmaster, maybe.
I have hydraulic jacks, right? And the hydraulic jacks alone allow me to fall 12 meters without taking damage.
Yeah.
So like, I could just jump down, just like onto the roof.
Did you want to do that?
Just punch through the roof, just like.
Well, before that happens, we have to have the mage enter into the vehicle and make sure everything's kosher on the inside. It could just be strapped with bombs. You don't know.
Well, we're gonna be very close on time. I mean,
You can do this thing called astral projection, where you move at basically the speed of thought, and like it's your spirit just moving through the astral plane.
Yeah, but we
you
have to
pass
wait
your
a little
voice
bit
into-
longer. You guys have to decide what you're gonna do here, because I'm gonna be like, I only find them like 10 minutes before they
The
get
thing
here.
is, we have to know what's inside that before we're able to act.
Well, at this point, I can't. Like,
Are you going to be able to do that?
Unless you can talk to me and tell me to come back,
His character's gone off and is doing his thing.
Oh, I thought we discussed
he-
about you entering into the vehicle before you left.
He's in
Yeah,
evil
but I-
form too, so we can't communicate with him.
Okay.
He's
I
going to be
didn't
able to get
realize-
back to you guys, though, with about probably around 10 minutes to spare. So either way, at the moment, you guys have 15 minutes, now 10 minutes.
So I'm just trying to assess the situation. What's going to be the best way for me to jam up traffic where they're coming from? I'm looking
Oh,
for
you can do
vehicle.
all kinds of amazing things, Ian. You can either freeze the lights, cause a massive accident by hacking into the many trucks that are coming through this area, and just make them ram into shit. Or you can fucking set off a bomb and throw it in there if you freaking want. You can do all
I
kinds
don't
of.
want to set up a bomb. Could I do the other two things both? Could I jam up the lights and slam some trucks in to block up the road?
That's going to require a lot of hacking. You're going to have to hack into the vehicles, and you're going to have hack into the traffic lights, and
If
then you
she's
might have.
not
Really,
going
I
to
just,
be...
really, I just have to hack into traffic lights and one vehicle. One vehicle should be enough to jam up the traffic.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
sure.
why can't that vehicle just be the vehicle that we need to take down? That way we'll have access to see who's in there, because you'll be inside the vehicle.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking of a way to slow them down so they're not moving when they approach, and I can, when I'm trying to hack in. I do intend to hack into their vehicle, but not until I've already stopped up traffic.
Right, but if you're able to hack their vehicle, you could just have them drive into the parking lot with us, and we just take them there because they're hidden from everyone else that's around.
Well, they're going to be setting off alarms too. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be calling people to say something's wrong once we
If you
compromise
take
the
control of
vehicle.
their vehicle, would you be able to jam them at the same time, or no?
All of their own personal communication devices.
You
What are they
wouldn't
called?
be able to.
No,
No, you wouldn't. Okay.
not really. That's a whole lot of data links, or what do they call that? Data links. Com links.
Could we, for example, hack their vehicle and hack one other vehicle, get them to drive in the parking lot?
You could jam
and
this
then-
entire area.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then
you could jam it
drive
30
a
meter
vehicle
radius.
in front of the entrance as well. So they enter, and then there's a vehicle right at the entrance blocking the rest of their convoy.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Good. That's what I was thinking too. On the same wavelength.
That's a good thought. I can try. So you guys want to do that?
I like it.
Sure. Plan B is me jumping off the roof onto their roof.
Okay. Let's go with that then.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I'll try to hack their car, drive them into the car park, and then jam up the entrance of the car park with another vehicle. And then
All
we
right,
just gotta
which car are you gonna be
I could just drive
Do we
my
know-
vehicle and block it.
Keep in mind, I've got to know which vehicle that they're in, the people we're extracting.
Well, the thing is I want to make sure that you're protected and okay. So if the gunfire starts, that you're not going to get hit. So where do you think is the safest place for you to be?
Well, originally I was planning to be in the back of your vehicle.
Yes, but perhaps my vehicle might start to be in a bit of damage. So
Well, I don't know. It's the only armored car in the parking lot. Am I right?
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
your right vehicle is probably the best.
I think it's probably
I
the
just wanted to
safest.
bring it up. So okay.
And I figured we'd be using it for our escape anyway, so
Right.
I'm already there.
And when I arrive in Eagle, like out of Eagle
Mhm.
form, and say, look, they're only like 10 minutes away, I'm
Mhm.
guessing I can change back
Yeah.
and astral project at that point.
Yeah. Well, we can fast forward to that because Ian has to wait anyway. And
Yep.
unless you guys have any more things you want to talk about, we'll just fast forward to that.
I need to make sure
You
I
guys
know
can easily
which
get into the
vehicle.
parking lot during this time, navigating your way through traffic, getting into the parking lot, and yeah.
I need to know which vehicle the prisoners are in.
That's why I'm astral projecting. Yeah.
Good. Good. Good.
All right. Astrally projecting and then looking around. Well, you know what the vehicles look like. So they were driving in white sedans that basically look like the equivalent of, fairly bulky looking, like armored, roadsters kind of thing. And then there was a massive armored truck. Now, you zip back to your body and then astral ascent and fly back. And they're, relatively close now, probably about 5 to 7 minutes away from the intersection itself. You're not too sure, it depends how traffic goes. And searching around and looking on the inside, each sedan has 3 people in it. And then the armored truck itself has 2. But the strange thing is there seems to be something blocking you from looking inside of the back of the armored truck. Some kind of barrier that stops astral travel.
Some fucking mage.
So there's no elves in any of the others, or there are?
Well, you can see bodies, and they seem to be, I guess, kind of. You can actually read their emotions. You can see people's emotions in the astral plane, and you get the feeling like the average mood a guard has. Your character would know that kind of mindset. You would have seen it many times before being a Shadowrunner, but it's kind of that mix of nervousness, yet excitement, yet boredom all at the same time.
Yep. Alright, so the mood of the people in these cars that I can actually access would be...
I already told you.
Oh, so they're exactly that. So I can pretty much
They're all
determine that the elves are definitely in that last vehicle.
They're, well, you assume that they are.
Shit.
Because there is a blackness, as if it is hidden from the astral plane in the back.
But they're definitely not in the rest, because they're all guards, as far as I can tell, from the astral plane. So
Yeah.
I'll come back to reality and say, as far as I can determine, all of the rest of the cars contain guards, and the final big, huge, armored, bloody roadster, whatever it is, the tank, basically contains who knows how many guards, but it has to contain the elves unless they're fooling us and the elves are in a different convoy.
I think it. So are we all able to hear that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He has to come back, but it's instantaneous. You move incredibly quickly in the astral plane.
So I really don't like this now. I definitely want to have more information before we hit it.
I don't see how we're going to get that much more.
You have 7 minutes until you hit
thought
the
that we were going to
intersection.
hack the vehicle and to bring it into the.
Well, you can wait for the 7 minutes, and then you guys can do that. But before then, you have to think about how you're going to get that information.
How far away can I hack their vehicle from?
When they're around 100 meters, so pretty much unless you want to try to matrix search through the thousands of cars nearby.
Oh, that sounds good.
Could I not get their registration at all? Could he
You
not
need to
astral
be able
project?
to get a visual representation of their
But if
registration.
he's astral projecting, could he give me the registration?
No.
And I've seen it via an eagle as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
the eagle can see it, but not.
Oh yeah. As the eagle, yeah, sure, he can give it to you.
I'm just
Yeah,
wondering,
so
'cause if you can tell me the registration, I could try to hack into it now, and maybe, I don't know if they have cameras inside the vehicle, but I might be able to get a visual.
would I need
Maybe.
to make a memory check to remember the three or four registrations that I saw as an
Yeah,
eagle to
definitely.
relay which ones?
Make a memory check.
So what am I rolling for
So
that?
that's a willpower plus logic check.
Wait, man, there's no L's in that. It's a pizza
Willpower
truck.
Plus logic is 8 dice. Okay. So I got 3 hits on that.
All right. He is
Okay.
able to remember 3 registration numbers, but he's not 100% on which ones are which.
How long would it take me to check all 3?
Not too long. It'll take
Okay.
maybe 3 metric perception checks,
I'll
which
do
isn't
one
really
at a
bad.
time. I'll do one at a time to hopefully get the right one.
Yep.
So,
All right. So just take 4s, which is taking average, because to be honest, I know that you can make these checks. It's not hard.
okay.
But searching through them all, kind of picking them one by one. What is your dice pool for metrics perception, actually?
While hot simming, 14.
All right, so you're going to get about 3 to 4 hits on average. So picking through it, you get a good look, and you're able to spot 2 sedans of a make and description that he said before, and a armored truck.
Okay. I want to
These
check the armored
actually
truck
seem
first.
to have Decker links to them, and the actual device rating of the vehicles is like around 4. So these are, pretty nice spick and span kind of stuff. And there is a Decker watching over them.
Okay. Let me spec my deck real fast. We're going to go with 7 sleeves.
All right, 5 minutes and pending until they get there at this point. Maybe a little bit more. 4
Okay,
minutes.
got it. I want to check out the inside of that truck, so I guess they're getting marks on it, right? If I want
Do
to
you
try
want
to
to get
get
the
a
marks
visual.
on the truck or the Decker? The Decker links, on the other hand, are nowhere nearby. It seems that the Decker is remotely controlling it from afar.
Uh-huh. I think I want to
So
get marks on the truck so I can see what's inside of it. If I get marks on the Decker, could I could
You
kind
get
of see
marks
what's
on every
inside through
single
here?
vehicle,
Okay.
Yeah,
but it will be
that's kind
harder
of
to
the cool
get
thing.
marks on the Decker.
Nope, I'm gonna go specifically for the truck.
All right, cool. At this point, you want to be running silently.
Yes, this I know. So,
Yep. Roll your check, and then also roll me a sleaze plus logic check as well.
Is it a hack on the fly?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead with an initial edge.
Sure.
So that's going to be 8 hits, which probably limits. Oh no, I don't have to worry about it.
No limit.
Yep, 8 hits.
All right. Is that just trying to get 1 mark or 2?
Trying to get 1.
All right. You are able to smash into this thing, ripping it to pieces, easily finding the strings of code to hook your way in, bypassing the Decker with no problem. He cannot see you at all.
And you said you wanted to
I'm
make a
going to
sleaze
give you
check?
2 marks instead of 1 because you critically succeeded.
Okay. And you said you wanted to make a sleaze plus logic check, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, sleaze
So
plus
that's
logic
gonna
check.
be 14 dice. Does hot simming or anything affect that? No.
Yeah, it gives you a bonus too.
Running silently though, does that give me -2 as well?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so that evens out. Okay, just to make sure. Turn off the edge. And I got 4 hits on the sleaze plus logic.
All right, with 4 hits on the sleaze plus logic, you don't seem to be found at all. Would
Okay.
you like to try to get another mark on the vehicle?
Yep, I need 1 more. And because I really don't want to fuck this up, I'm going to initial edge 1 more time.
Yep.
12 hits.
Oh, shit.
I rolled 20 dice.
That's incredible.
12 fucking hits.
Well, it'd be limited by your deck, but
No, it's
Okay.
not. Initial
You're not
edge.
using
He does not
initial edge?
remember his deck.
Okay, my bad. Whoa.
With 12 hits, you were able to rip into the device, even more so than you did before. Mind you, it might have been a little bit of overkill,
That's okay. I can live
just
with that.
taking apart the data, getting the code as easy as 1, 2, 3. You're inside.
I own this fucking truck. It's full of pizza, right?
All right, this truck definitely does have cameras, review cameras, front cameras, as most of them do.
Internal cameras?
And there are internal cameras, but there's not internal cameras in the back.
Fuck. Okay.
Is there-
any kind of data information or anything I can read to try to figure
Yeah,
out how
checking
many
out the
miles-
data information, you can see that there is actually a log saying that the cameras were like removed recently, like crudely, like they just kind of took them out, like it's
I think
kind of
that's-
reading as if there is something broken.
This is our truck. I think so. Okay. I think I got it, guys. I think this is our vehicle.
Also, there are 2 people at the front. They seem to be wearing like full body armor. They're looking very similar to the guards and stuff that you guys
Okay,
took
we
on
took that
before,
last time.
except they're wearing a full white armor with accents of green and blue, which are the colors of Gentech.
Okay. Okay. So now I've got 3 marks. I own this vehicle, but the decker's still attached to it, correct?
Yeah,
And he
the
could
deck
be a
hasn't
problem.
noticed that you've gotten ownership of the vehicle yet, though.
I think I want to get marks on the decker now because I think I might have to take him out of the equation.
Alrighty.
I think you should run this guy off the road. I think this is a setup.
What do you mean you think this is set up? Why? Talk quickly. They're going to be in a couple minutes.
I think it's a setup because they've torn out everything because the fixer is the person who's contacted us wasn't the same person that we first had contact with. And it had to be a rush job to make us go and do it quickly, which means we can't do enough research into it, which makes me feel that they've taken way too many precautions, that they know that we're coming, and that's why they removed the cameras. That's why it was done hastily. This is a setup. Run them off the road and kill them all.
We just hit them a couple of days ago. I mean, they're going to be paranoid.
Yeah, but they might want revenge too. It might be more than paranoia. It
Exactly.
might be revenge.
This is revenge. Run them off the road and kill them.
Okay, let's take a vote. So that's 2 for running them off the road to kill them. There's 2 more of you. What do you guys vote?
Well, my character being a psychopath would be like, just fucking kill him.
Okay. Well, that's 3 votes. That's a majority.
Player opinions are outside.
No problem. No, I was asking your character, not the player.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 votes for killing them. That's a majority. So, how far away are they? Can I see?
Right now
I've got
they are
extra
on a large overland bridge
Mm-hmm.
at the moment, near the exit of the freeway.
Excellent. Smash them off the side of the bridge if I can. Just hit the gas.
All right, are you just going to be doing this to the truck?
Yeah, the truck. Fuck the decker.
All right. So first, you're going to need. Well, you've gained control of it already. I'm going to say because of your critical success before, you were able to rig into the device pretty much automatically. You don't have to make that check. So,
Okay.
would you like to make a driving check to run them off the road?
Can I give him leadership to make the driving check?
Yeah, sure. You can be like, run them off the road, motherfucker.
This is
Plus
how you
know to
fucking drive, motherfucker.
I don't have a drive skill. I have drive skill. Come on. I know I do. I took it. I added it.
I
Pilot
think
ground
you
vehicles.
got rid of it instead of
pilot ground
yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah.
Isn't great. What is it? What do I add that to?
Well, you're
So
just
it's
trying to
reaction.
wreck the vehicle. You're not trying to drive
No.
it
I
on
don't
two
know.
wheels.
What attribute do I tie that to?
It's reaction.
That's not great. I will.
My
initiate
leadership
that.
command is 10.
All right. So roll those dice, and each hit that you get, Posey, gives him another +1 to the to the check.
And I'm good at initial edge too, I think. Unless he gives me like fucking 10 hits or something. But... Because my dice pool is 5.
So that's 3 hits.
All right. So now you're rolling 8 dice.
I'm going to initial edge.
All right.
So 13 dice plus edge.
And then exploding sixes and all that nasty fun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Ridiculous.
5 hits.
Okay, with 5 hits, you get control of the vehicle and say, fuck it, these motherfuckers are lying. So, just basically how the setup of the convoy is we have... Go back to paint. So the vehicles, we got like, boop, here's the truck, and then we kind of got sedan, and then there's like a sedan here. And here is the side. Are you just going to run the truck there? Or do you want to like run into them, go into oncoming traffic?
Um,
Don't hit civilians.
This is the bad guys, the convoy. These are bad guys. There are civilians around here though. There are civilians like going the other way, that kind of stuff. You know, mind you, they're on that road, by the way.
Would it be
If you can drop them
possible
off the bridge, do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive him off the bridge.
All
Yeah,
right.
I got 5 hits. I'll just drive him straight off the bridge. Fuck it.
All right, hitting the girders, slamming, just power out, listening to what your friend tells you about what to do to get them off. They fly and just explode, hitting random cars and civilians on the other, like on the ground level of this land bridge, exploding horribly. The other cars near the truck fucking immediately go into evasive maneuvers and start speeding up, honking their horns, sirens going as they attempt to travel forward into the freeway, into the intersection of the freeway. What are you guys going to do about them? Are you guys going to try to kill them as well?
No, leave
Yeah.
it alone.
No? Why don't we kill them all? They're all Gentiles.
No, they're gonna pull out the bodies, and then we'll be able to see what's in there.
I'm in position, ready to get my guns out if I see them.
Okay, guys, they are approaching the freeway here at the intersection.
All
What
right,
do you do?
I want to jump into the freeway. I don't know, in
Holy
front of a bunch
shit.
of civilians. I'm crazy, by the way.
Yeah. I know.
Into a bunch of civilians.
Really?
Civilians appear off everywhere. One might hit me. I don't give a shit just because I want to do this.
Okay, guys, so they
get
get there. Are you going to jump? Because remember, Josh, you're here, so you can either jump from here or you can jump from here. At the moment,
Yeah,
they are speeding up this way. Are you going to prepare to jump from here, or are you going to prepare to jump from here?
Oh, decisions. Oh.
You don't know if they're going left
Well,
or right,
what's-
because guess what? They're not indicating.
What speed are they approaching?
Not
High
that
speed.
fast.
I don't know.
Not that. No, they can't because there's too much traffic.
Yeah.
They are beeping and traffic's moving
Oh.
out of the way, though.
Okay, can I do
Could I
anything?
jump in the middle?
Right. Okay. As they're approaching the front vehicle, I'll try to hack their front vehicle.
Okay, so we're going to roll initiative at this point. If you guys are going to roll into combat, because I want to know if you guys are going to let them pass. All right, let's roll into combat.
I was
shall
gonna
we?
pop kamikaze. Damn it.
Yeah,
Missed it.
sure. Pop kamikaze now. That's fine, man. I just wanted to know if you guys were rolling into combat
I'm
or just
on a
letting.
Matrix initiative, right?
Yeah, of course.
So what are we rolling for initiative? Is it those 3d6?
All right.
is it?
So what? Yeah. So your character is right now in the physical. Are you in the astral or physical? Well, you can only do much in the physical plane. That is the thing.
So I can only do magic in the astral plane. Is that what you're saying?
No, astral you can only do against other astral targets. You can only
Yeah,
do
so I'm in the
physical
physical
against other.
plane.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So your initiative is going to be 8 plus 1d6. So you literally just roll the 1d6, and that's the total. So if you roll a 3, your initiative is 11.
Okay. I've got
So
12.
they're going to roll their initiative. Okay, they got that. They got... Alright, so I'm going to go down and see what everyone's initiative was. Bluey, what was yours?
24.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, you got kamikaze at the moment.
Yeah,
Alright,
kamikazes are great.
what'd you get, Zap?
Oh, Zap's on 23.
Alright, 23 for Zap. What'd you get, Phil?
13.
Alright, 30 for Phil. What'd you get, Matt?
12.
12 for Matt. And what'd you get, Flo?
22.
22 for Flo. Alright, so Flo, I'm guessing you've got your pistol out at the moment? And
Yep.
you're going to be up in the parking garage area? You're going to
Yep.
be around here? Yeah, sweet.
Yep.
Alright, so they're there. And we're going to go with Bluey.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna. Do I know what direction the fucking facility is?
The facility,
From where I am?
what you guys know, is center, that way, towards in the center of downtown. This is going on, these lines are going on the outskirts of downtown.
I could be completely wrong. I'm gonna fucking just jump. Yeah, where the facility direction is. Well,
So you're
first,
gonna,
activate.
are you going to jump
fucking
before they get there?
activate
Or are you
wireless.
going to... Yeah, yeah. Also,
I'm
how
gonna
high are you?
not jump. I can fall 15 meters, but
Yeah, sure. Oh, hydraulic jacks, yeah, but are you jumping now or are you going to be waiting for them to go that way?
I'm gonna wait. I'll wait.
Preemptive, so we're going to have Bluey right here. We're just going to actually just put him in blue. We've got Bluey here. Oh man, my map making is amazing. We're going to have Flo in orange here. And you guys are somewhere inside of the parking lot, but we'll work that out. Okay, so now we are going to go to Zap. Zap, your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, like I said, I want to try to hack that front car. Still got the deck on it though, doesn't it?
Yes. Also, you sound like you're eating your mic.
Oh, sorry, that's because my
Yeah.
kid's climbing on me.
Yeah, cool. You can either data spike the car to damage the components, or you can simply hack it and then eventually be able to take control of it.
It's at the front, meaning there's the other vehicles are behind it, yeah?
Yes.
I think I'll go for a data spike, because if I can just shut it down, it'll be easier than trying to take control of it when it's got another decker attached to it.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So that's cyber combat, right?
Yeah, that is cyber combat plus logic.
8 plus logic 15, and you know, because I'm flaunting it since I got it, I'm going to use my fourth edge.
And then there's two cars behind it like
You know,
that. And they're racing right now.
I hate finishing a session with edge still in my pool anyway. So here we go, 20 dice with edge.
Yeah.
That's going to
He's
be
gonna
11
resist.
hits.
Alrighty then. With 11 hits, you just point your infernal wrath at this vehicle, take your mark,
I like to
and
think of it more as an electrical wrath.
your electrical wrath. Either way, you point it at this vehicle and you just stream it with all kinds of rogue code and self-destructive commands, and you're forcing the car's like capacitors and things to overheat, and you just see the car and then it just stops as it starts to speed up at the lights when traffic has gotten out of the way. You've totally ruined the car. It's fucked.
Awesome. One down. Hopefully it'll slow the other ones down.
Alright, now we're going to go with Flo. So this car is out of the game.
Fine. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. With 4 hits, what do I get?
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna shoot
You got 5
the
hits.
the drivers.
Alright, so where you are right
There's
now, are you
another
using a
6.
pistol?
Yeah, I'm the first car that I see. The drivers, I'm aiming
Okay, so
for
you're shooting the car that's right now stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is you're using a pistol, and if you're near where Phil is, you guys are on the 5th floor. You're firing a pistol down, you're going to be firing at extremely long range with the pistol. So I'm going to denote that you're going to be taking a -3 to hit.
He got 5 hits, by the way.
Yeah, he needs to re-roll.
That's it.
Next time, Flo, try to tell me what you're going to do before you do it. Sorry, man.
Oh, okay, no problem. So that would be 14 dice.
Alright. Just roll that again for me.
Okay, so 1,
Oh, wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
There we go. Okay, so you're firing through a windscreen either way. So you fire into the windscreen. What's the damage and AP minus of your weapon? I need to know it, please.
Okay, the one that I would be using would be yes, yes, here we go. Damage AP is 7.
Okay. Wow, AP is 7. Jesus, what the
Yeah,
pistol is
that's
that?
the Colt America L36.
Cold America. Okay.
America.
Okay, that's weird. What's the damage rating?
Hold on. It was L. From.
Are you using Pulse? Because I'll just get Pulse up for you, man. Are you using
Yeah,
Pulse?
I'm using Pulse.
Okay. So let's just have a check of your weapons right now. So you've got a Cold America, a hidden arm gun, slide sight gun system. Okay, so your damage is 7 and your AP is 0.
Yeah.
So basically, your character has, the gun's good, but it doesn't have much punishing power. It's not the kind of weapon that's armor piercing. It's a light pistol. So you fire off into the car. So I'm just going to roll the resistance to the class, and you hit the guy, and then I'm going to roll his dodge, hit, and then he's going to roll his resistances against that. All right. So you fire off into the car, and you're able to hit a weak spot between this guy's armor. I'm assuming you're shooting the driver at this point.
Yeah.
All right. You hit the driver straight into the shoulder, in between the cracks of his armor, even from that far away where you are, and do a significant amount of damage. Okay. Now we're going to go over to their turn. On their turn, pushing through the traffic, they start rearing into gear. This car obviously stays where it is. This car goes this way. And this car goes that way.
Fuck! Now I have to fucking... Ruined. Everything's ruined. I hate you so much, Tom. Don't even
the
try and
forward car was always going to go
Don't even
forward.
reason with me.
Okay.
I just hate you.
Okay.
No reason.
Okay. Sure. Alrighty. So at this point, if you want, you could jump down just because you can, because you are holding your action to jump down.
I see them moving, and I jump down. It's probably traffic. No, the traffic light just stopped. That's right. It's fine.
Yeah, but there is still traffic around the place. You're probably going to aim to not hit the traffic cars, right? The cars in the traffic.
Yeah.
You're going to land on one of them.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll just start walking in between them, and like they're freaking out. My character's insane, and I think I'm invulnerable because I'm on kamikaze.
Alright, so you jump down and probably begin sprinting to start chasing after the cars. They're not actually moving that quickly is the thing, guys.
Yeah.
Because the traffic, they're kind of... Yeah, make a athletics check to run.
Athletics.
Or a running check.
Right,
Running check, I think it's called.
So I had my
Okay,
rating of gyros.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we're going to go to Phil. So you just make that check. Tell me how many hits you get, just in the chat. Alright, Phil, your
Is that strength? Athletic strength or agi?
Yeah, it's strength, yeah.
Okay. So the vehicle that was supposedly carrying the elves has been destroyed, yes?
It is run off of the bridge.
Very good. Is there any way for me to see where I am, if there's any bodies down in the rubble?
The thing is you're in the parking lot over there. It happened all the way down here. You can't even see that area.
I can't even see it. Okay.
No. Well, here, sorry.
So I see one vehicle is taking a right.
Yeah, here. Bing. And the other is here.
All right. Yeah, I would like to pop off a shot at him.
All right. What are you gonna be shooting with?
What do you boys think? Revolvers or grenade launchers?
Oh, grenade launchers in downtown. Bad idea.
Revolvers it is. Okay.
I wanted a grenade launcher because they can handle it.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I will shoot a pistol off at them. And is that a -2 or 3? 4?
For you with the pistol from where you are, yeah, that'll be a -3 as well.
Okay, great.
Because if you said you were coming to the 5th story.
So that'll be 10 dice.
Yep. Roll a hit. And the car at this point is going to make evasive maneuvers.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. That is 3 hits.
Alright, with 3 hits, you're able to take a hit. I'm assuming you're shooting at the driver, yeah?
Fuck, in my mind, it was the wheel.
Sure, go ahead. You're aiming at the wheel, that's completely fine. So you're taking a shot at the car. Alright, I'm going to roll the armor check for the car now. Alrighty. So, shooting at the wheel itself, you're able to hit it, but either way, you don't seem to do too much damage at all. You may have punctured the tire a bit, but it's not slowing it down.
Okay.
All
I
right.
lift up the barrel to my face. Fuck.
I was just like, you just shoot yourself, then you're like, oh, whatever. Bang.
Matt, your turn.
Alright,
All right, Matt.
So,
So
Bluey,
you can. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Louis is going after the one to the left, is he?
I don't
Yeah, the
know,
one that's
Bluey, what are
driving
you gonna do?
furthest away from me.
Oh, yeah,
The
well,
one
which
that's
gets
driving
you
furthest away from us.
a 5. Yeah.
5.
So
Yep.
he starts sprinting with 5 hits, and he's going to be. I'm just going to put Bluey. You were Blue, weren't you? Duh, of course you were Blue. I said you were Blue. So Bluey is around here right now, running through the traffic, fucking scary as all
Sweet.
fuck.
Alright. In that case, I think I might just throw a lightning bolt at at the closest car.
So Lily, you're probably up where the other guys were, so you could be right here. You're in pink. So the thing is, you can hit with line of sight. So you can hit the car that's already not moving, but there are still guys in it, or you can hit the car that's going this way.
I think
Or
I
you
want to
can
get
go
the one
anyway.
that's driving away. I want to disable
Yeah, that was
that.
the one that Phil was shooting at.
So
Alright,
I want to throw a lightning bolt at that.
Just a single lightning bolt? You're not going lightning bolt so you can kill a bunch of civilians?
I'd rather not kill a bunch of civilians,
Yes.
thanks.
Alright, sounds like a good idea then. So if you want, you can cast it at a higher force and overcharge, so you can deal more damage, or you can try to be, I don't know, conservative and just do a normal force spell.
No,
Or you can
I'm gonna go all out on that shit.
Well, you could reckless cast and cast twice and add 4 to each drain test.
3 to each drain test.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure if I'd be completely reckless, but I definitely want to do. I definitely don't want to
Yeah.
hold back.
I'd suggest a force 8 if I were you. A force
Okay.
8's pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
basically, it's still a combat test. It's going to be 14 dice.
okay.
So,
14
roll that for me.
dice. Okay, so that's 5 hits.
Okay, that's 5 hits. I'm going to roll their driving. Oh, wait, they've already used their check to try to dodge this turn. So they just get automatically hit. So that is 5 hits, and you're doing force 8, so that's going to be 13 points of lightning damage with an AP of -8.
Ooh.
So basically, what you see is the clouds, the cloud above, will turn into the shape of a wolf's head, and out of the mouth of the wolf will come this bright red lightning bolt, and it will just stream down onto this car.
Cool.
Yep. Colliding with the car, it smacks down on the top of the roof, lightning rippling down. You see the car start to grind to a halt as the wheel in particular where Posey had shot has kind of fused with the actual ground below it.
Oh, awesome. It wasn't insulated anymore.
Yep. Alright, so I would like... now you have to make a drain check. And let me just pull up what your drain is going to be. But the damage you take is going to be physical this time instead of stun like it normally is. So
Okay.
you're going to be... Just roll me the 12 dice that I told you to roll last time. And you're going to be taking 5 physical damage. And each hit that you get reduces that by 1.
Okay, I got 6 hits.
So you're completely fine.
Oh.
Even though you just summon like what will be... You know, the wrath of the gods, sending down a lightning bolt from the heavens into this thing, your character just kind of a little bit of a smile, and that's about it.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just expecting
Okey-dokey.
like to roll 1 hit or something, and just be like fried.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's what happens as a mage.
I've had players kill themselves, by the way, doing crazy magic like that.
Nice.
Oh,
It's always
shit.
fun.
That's very
Yeah, you can do
dangerous.
that. Yeah, it is. It's fun, though. All right. So we're going to drop everyone's initiative by 10, and then we get to roll again. And if you still have initiative, which everyone does, you get an extra turn. That's how this game works.
Do we roll again, or we just subtract
No, you
10
don't roll again.
The roll we
Just
did last
subtract
time?
10. I've done that for you guys. So your new initiatives is Bluey at 14, Zap at 13, Flo at 12, Bear at 8, Phil's at 3, Matt's at 2.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're going to go from the top again. So we're going to go with Bluey. What would you like to do, Bluey?
Alright. Well, I'm going to keep chasing out that car. I just got 3 on my athletics check.
Well, you
trying
can
to get
easily
to them.
chase it. You can even shoot it at this point.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have a submachine gun in my arm. Pull that out and just spray. I'm going to 1, 2, 3 it into the... Can I see anyone, like, in through the back window?
So yeah, it's basically a sedan, and the windows are mildly tinted, but you can still see that there are about 3 passengers on the inside.
Yeah, I'm just going to aim for one of them, and 1, 2,
Which
3
one?
of them. And...
The one on the driver's side, or yeah.
Yeah, let's get the driver a bit messy. I'll cover him in brains and blood. Just
Or you could just
checking,
suppressive
like,
fire the windows if you wanted.
I could, hey.
Yeah,
I
it'll
could
cost
do
20
that and
bullets.
just 20 bullets. How much does my submachine gun have actually in this one?
I assume
I
it'd
think
be
I
enough
might
submachine guns to have decent clips.
Yeah, I think it will just empty it more or less. Close to.
Yeah, alright. Alright, roll that for me, man.
Yep. That is
Roll that reaction check, so I'm just going to give them a
15. I will initial edge this.
Sure. Remember, your net hits
So,
don't go to damage when doing cover fire.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, hey. Alright, no, I'll just do a straight roll. And then I will reroll fails because I got 3. So that will be 12.
How many hits?
I got 6 hits in total.
Okay, so basically what this means, guys, is he is just loading on this, just opening
Yeah.
fire. So whenever these guys move,
Spray.
when inside of the car or in that area, about 10 meters around it, they're just going to take more damage every single time they do anything. And yes, by the way, you're probably doing some collateral on some civilians nearby. Either way,
Yeah, that's right. I'm on kamikaze.
Yeah. Also, you're kind of shooting wildly into the car, and as you're doing, I want you to make a perception hearing check.
Which
I've
car
got
is he shooting on the
bad
map?
ears, remember?
All right, let's just play that off that you can't really hear it.
Perception. I'm rolling 2 dice for this one.
All right, yeah, you're not going to get that.
I got
So
1
you're
hit,
just
didn't it?
unloading into the car, hitting the back of the car, hitting all parts of the car as bullets riddle into it, and you can see the people on the inside getting peppered and, that kind of thing. And
I'm not rolling this.
now we're going to go to Zap.
Okay. So let me see here. This map's a bit of a mess.
I know it's a mess. What do you need to know?
I just want to know, okay, the condition of these 3 cars, which ones are still
Okay, so
functional?
there are guys in this car here. Let me just get a bit of color. Black.
The one
this
there in the
car
middle,
here-
yeah, the one that I shut down.
Yeah, this one still has people and they're getting out right now.
But
These
it's not
guys,
moving.
their car just is being fused to the ground and they're going to
Right.
be getting out on their turn.
That
This one over
one's
here, they're getting covered in bullets. There's like an arc of fire. Let's
But
put
is it
some
still
beautiful
moving?
red here.
They're moving away. Are they still moving?
Yeah, they're attempting to drive, but they're going to get hit by more bullets.
Okay, well, you know what? I can't be having them drive off any further. Although, wait a minute. I still have this car in the middle.
What about it?
No,
You've
I
data
just
spiked it.
I spiked it, yeah. I don't have control of it. I'm just trying to think here. Do I try to shut down that car that's heading, I'll just say west for sake of the fact that it's
Yeah,
going
sure.
left? Or do I do something else? Nice. Thanks, Tom.
That's all right. I don't mind.
Do I do something else like try to shut down, like jam all signals in the area, guys?
Turn off the cameras.
Good call.
Oh,
If I do
Signal
that,
jam?
I think we were talking about earlier about the blocking the signals and stuff. Will that shut down cameras and everything? That's what I
Yeah,
was
and
doing.
we'll shut down all your shit as well.
Oof.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
jam
my.
30-meter radius. Just
Well, that's okay because I'm out of edge anyway. I'm going to be pretty useless after this.
All right, so roll me an electronic
I'm gonna
warfare
go for it.
plus logic test.
oh shit, that's gonna fuck with my stuff.
Don't worry, I'm coming to pick
Oh,
you up right after this.
17. I'm going to use my last edge. Here we go.
What'd you get?
11 hits. Holy.
Ooh! Okay, so you just get out your deck and you kind of whip up like an antenna, or where you're under. But either way, you just focus on flooding the area with spam. Constant, just everyone's wireless stuff stops connecting to the internet. Everything is down. Wi-Fi is down. Cameras are down. Absolutely everything that requires using the internet is down. So
Yeah.
all wireless bonuses will not be able to get. You cannot call people on your phones, and no one else can call other people. And cameras will not have any connectivity unless they.
But you can still drive. You can still drive this car, right?
You can still drive your car. Yeah, you just can't
Oh.
use grid guide. You have to manually drive it.
Good. Okay.
My cars aren't connected to the internet,
Well,
just so.
I guess I will wake up out of hot simming then at that point. And,
You have to focus on doing that, Ian, the whole time. You have to use your turns to do that action.
oh, okay, then never mind. Then I'll keep on doing it. Sorry.
It's like your
Didn't
character
know that.
sits there and just kind of, scrambles the signals over and over and over again. You can still wake up though. You just can't do much. You have to go sustain it, kind of thing.
It's like a concentration thing.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
so
Yep.
like you can't do anything with your deck basically, but you can still move around. Okay, now that that's done, Flo, it's your turn.
Flo, you're muted.
Yeah, Flo.
Alright, so it's finally my turn. Where are the people outside right now?
Okay, so they're still in their cars. They haven't actually gotten out yet, but there's still people across the road. There was that driver that you shot in the car that's fried. There's a car that's quite literally fried, and then there's a car that's getting ballisted by bullets from the crazy Terminator.
Well, I'd like to shoot the guys that are getting out of the car this turn.
All right, sure, go ahead. I'm assuming that's going to be the one that's in the middle of the road here.
Yeah. So that would be still 14 dice, if I remember correctly.
All right, roll to hit.
And just one.
One hit. All right. All right, you fire off a shot, and it misses horribly, pinging off at the side of the road at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Get in the vehicle.
Next.
Okay, it's their turn. On their turn, these guys that are inside of the car here, they get out, pulling with them. One guy has an assault rifle, and another guy has another assault rifle as well. And then there's one guy with a pistol who is the driver who kind of limping out and is getting under cover behind the door. And we're going to have the guy with the assault rifle shoot covering fire from there into those two people there, which is Flo and Lily. And then we're going to have the guy with the assault rifle start shooting at Crazy Mecha Man over here. So, Crazy Mr. Mecha Man, you're going to be taking a -5 to your dodge check as he does a long burst.
Alright, so what's that? Reaction plus
Intuition.
intuition? Yep. So,
-5.
yeah, 8, so I'll be rolling 3.
All right, and everyone up in the building that Lily
hit, yeah.
and Flo, I would like you to roll a reaction plus edge check as you guys try to dodge out of the way of the random fire of the assault rifle. Okay, you are hit, by the way, Bluey, and the damage value is going to be 13 damage, AP -2. Sorry, 12 damage,
Lily-
AP -2.
Oh.
So,
Did you get that,
okay,
Willie?
so I'll roll
Yeah.
dice then.
Right. So reaction plus edge checks, guys.
Yeah, 4 hits.
Okay, you were able to dodge out of the way of the fire as you hop behind cover.
And I got 4 hits too.
You dodge out of the way of the fire. So you guys are now in suppressive fire. Now you either need to stop that guy from shooting, or you guys, when every single time you move, you can just move out of the way on your turn. You still have to make a reaction plus edge check to move, as the bullets are sustained in that area, so you can continue to get shot.
I got
You can
11
drop to the
hits.
floor. Wow, you absorbed all of the damage. The bullets riddling
Dude,
over
I'm
your
wearing-
body.
Ugh.
You're going to take 1 point of stun damage because it was 12, but you take 1 point of stun damage, and yeah, your
Oh,
body just
no.
eats the bullets. All right, now we're going to transfer to the guys that are in the car that just got struck by lightning. They kind of get out of their car quite quickly, turn around to what's going over there, see the fire, see the guy over there. These are the guys. This is happening over here, and they just kind of assess the situation, and then two of them start running into the building where the parking thing is, and the other guy stays with the car. His gun's trained at the top on the 5th level where you guys are, but waiting for you guys to poke your heads. You head up. And the guys in the car that are in the covering fire that was created by Bluey, they're going to step on it and attempt to drive away. So they're going to how many hits did you get on that check originally? Was it Bluey? 6. That's right. So they're going to make another check. They're going to get hit again. So okay. They drive away, and you can see them getting hit by bullets, but they get mostly absorbed by their very thick armor, and that car drives away. You can still try to chase it, but you're not going to be able to chase it very easily on foot.
Yeah. No hydros.
So they're gone. And that car's gone. We got 2 people coming up there. Okay. So at this point, we're then going to roll down to Phil.
All right, I'm coming to pick up people in the Ares Alpha.
All right. Yeah. You can rock up to the people that are getting hit by the suppressive fire if you want, Phil.
I do. I'd like to pick them up, and I'd like to make my way out of the parking lot to come and pick up a scrap heap. So that's what I want to do. Do I need a driving check? Because I suspect there'll be like fire or.
Yeah, well, the thing is if you guys want to just get into the car, we'll kind of freeze frame combat for a bit because, I don't want to have to do it in perfect rounds because it would take ages. So what we can do is that if you guys want to get into the car, you guys are going to have to make checks to move through the suppressive fire. That's going to be Lily and Scott.
Can I drive in front of their suppressive fire to pick them up that way?
No, because they are right up to the ledge.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
What will we have to roll?
Reaction plus edge again.
If you want to get in.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys want to get in at this point because...
Yeah, we do. I only got 2 hits this time.
Okay, so you're going to get hit by the fire. And how many did you get? You flow? You got 5. Okay. So, Matt, I want you to, just on your character sheet here, we're going to go down, and we're going to go to your armor. And then we're going to go to your body. So your body is 3, and your armor is an armor vest, which is 9. So you have a total of 12 armor. And the weapon that they're using has an AP of -2. So you have 10 armor. So just roll me those 10 dice, please, and I'll tell you how much damage you take.
Sure. Oops. 10 dice. So I got only 3 hits.
You're going to take 7 points of physical damage. You get hit heavily into the gut by the bullet, shredding you apart.
How many points of damage did you say?
7. They're using assault rifles, guys.
No, that's okay. I thought you said. I'm sorry. I thought I heard you say 70. So.
7, not 70. Jesus, hold
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, people have about 10 health in this game. So
just
yeah,
7. Walk it off, son.
Yeah, you've got a physical damage track. You fill up those by 7. So your character's going to be taking a -2 to every check that they are. But I'm going to allow you guys to jump into the vehicle, and then the Roadmaster's going to drive away. The Roadmaster, make a driving check, Phil, as so you can. Well, basically, there are going to be guys with assault rifles that are going to be running up the parking lot trying to get you guys. So Phil, if you want, you could run them over as you tear around the corner. Phil?
I'm totally going to run them over.
Yeah, sure.
So
Make your
that's
driving check, please.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 2, 4, 5.
All right, with 5 hits, Oh yeah, sorry, I just had to cancel it. Yeah, with 5 hits, you're able to hit both of them square on, splattering them across the front of the large riot truck vehicle. You tear out onto the streets. What are you guys going
And
to do at this point?
I'm trying to head towards Scrap Heap to pick him up.
Yep. You head towards Scrap Heap. Scrap Heap jumps in. You can see everyone confused, looking at their phones. None of the electronics are working. What are you guys going to do?
I'm
Drive.
trying to follow the car.
The
You
car
guys
is
see me,
heading
like,
into the Enclave. It's
You
going
guys see me-
towards downtown.
You guys see me start unbuttoning my shirt, and then I open my stomach up, and I pull some more ammo out and put it into my arm.
Amazing.
Awesome. Do you think you can run it off the road?
Yeah, I can.
So are you guys going to be traveling further into downtown is what you're telling me?
Well, no. I think we should
Bad
go
idea.
back and we check to see if those elves were in the car or not.
Alright, fine. Good idea. Leave them. Let's go. We
So
gotta
you
move
guys
fast.
going to be checking the 2 cars that you guys fucked up?
I just want to check the vehicle that supposedly had the elves.
The truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to do that, you guys pretty much at this point you can start to hear sirens in the distance. You think that you're going to be able to get to the actual vehicle itself, the armored truck vehicle, and check it, and then you're gonna have to fucking scat, like run.
Sounds good. The person who can actually project is like mortally wounded, though, right? I have to get them medical attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, do we have any medicine? I have some medicine. Can I help him? I've got
Actually,
bullet wound medicine specialization.
Lily has heal, guys. So Matt, while you're in the car, kind of resting, would you like to make a spell check? But you'll be at a -2 because you're in pain. So you'll be rolling
Alright.
10 dice. So this is the
Alright.
heal. Every hit that you get is going to heal you by 1.
Okay, so 10 dice.
Yeah.
I got 3 hits.
With 3 hits, you're able to heal yourself 3 points of damage. You're on 4, and you're only taking a -1 to all actions now. You're doing pretty well.
All right. I
That's
want
all
to drive
the
by. I want to drive by and take a look and see if I can see any elves down there.
Does anybody else need medical attention for bullet wounds? No.
No, I just took 1 stun damage.
Okay, so driving past towards the wreckage, you can see a collection of vehicles all around it, people taking photos on their smartphones. But as soon as you guys drive past, though, their smartphones stop working because Ian is scrambling everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So getting a good look at it, you can just see a heaping wreck. You can see people, well, just dead corpus security. And in the back, as you kind of drive past, the door itself looks like it has been blown open, and there's no one inside at all.
Good call, Philip.
Good call, guys. I'll look
Nice.
back at you, and I see myself reflected in my hammer. And I think of that fixer, and I fix his face in my mind. And I just say, soon.
Okay,
Alright.
what are you guys going to do now?
I say we drive to the rendezvous point and mess this guy's day.
I suggest that we take like a windy route to it though, and kind of
Oh,
stop scrambling because scrambling is like really. If
Yeah.
you're looking at an area and you go, there's a massive black spot of static moving,
Cross out.
that's kind of sus.
Okay, I'll stop that then now.
Yeah. Well, but once you guys get kind of in that area, you're good to remove the static.
Yeah, I'll let it go.
And Phil's able to drive away, taking a very windy, long-winded way to the rendezvous point. I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're going to call the guy that hired you?
I'll leave that up to these guys. I don't think that we should. I think we should wait. Because we let some people go, and they're going to know that
Yeah, word can get out.
that we ruined their plans. So they'll be expecting us there, and that means that there could be an ambush. So if we can isolate and find this guy, we can pick him up. That'd be great. But I think if we just roll in the way that we're doing now,
They're going to be
might not be
expecting
such a
us.
good idea.
Yeah. I tend to agree.
Okay, then. So what
I say
is
we
your
live
plan of
fight.
action then?
Say we live
I say
fight.
we go back to my place and we change vehicles, and then we formulate a plan.
All right, so you guys head down to his place. You guys don't have too much of a problem because you got out there relatively quick. Getting back to his place, probably breathing pretty heavily. Your adrenaline high. You get into another vehicle that Posey owns, and or at least maybe formulate a plan while you're there. As soon as you
Yeah,
get
it's one
home,
of
though,
the.
Posey, your auntie is like super, like comes out immediately. Seeing your Ares Roadmaster, she asks another question like, "Why the hell do you have that?" Because really, why the hell do you have that? She's still
You live in
confused why you bought that.
Oh,
Yeah.
As she sees me walk
I'm taking up a
out of there.
security job.
Oh,
I say,
oh.
oh yeah, I'm taking up an extra security job because I need to be able to make more money to support you. And this is just the vehicle I take it home. I think it's quite nice. It still has the new car smell. And yeah, how are you doing? Are you good?
She's good. She asks who your friends are.
Yeah.
I make up quick
I
names
get
for
out.
them. I say this is one of the people I work with. He's a very nice gentleman. And we're just gonna head inside here for a second. Do you need me to pick up anything for you later?
Yeah, she runs off a few ingredients. It sounds like for a cake or something like that.
And she passes over this little note, and it's all handwritten. And I look down at the handwritten note, and I think it's so quaint.
Yeah.
I put it into my pocket, and I give her a kiss on the cheek, and maybe just like a little squeeze on her shoulder. And I say, well, I'll grab these items for you, no problem.
She thanks you,
All right, great.
and then she's going to go inside.
All right, let's formulate this plan.
So our contacts, what's the go with them?
Well, you can call them up, and depending on who they are and their loyalty and connection, depends on what they do.
Okay.
Like, we recorded this guy's face, right?
Yeah, you know what it looks like.
I'm sending out an APP to my thug family.
I'm just going to give you guys a suggestion. If you guys want to see if this guy is a part of the Silver Nesty, maybe you should contact the guy who originally gave you the job,
Yeah,
who actually runs the Silver Nesty. I think that might be a good idea at this point.
Yeah. What's his name?
I actually
had it down
never.
at
I think I did give him a name, but I can't remember it at this
Yeah, I
point.
erased it when I wrote down everybody's names at the beginning of the session, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you can call up the leader guy
I'll
that
call
gave
him.
you guys the mission last time.
I'll call him.
All right. You give him a call. He picks up. He says, "Is there some kind of problem? I don't really have a job for you at the moment. Though one of my associates, you're working for one of my associates now, aren't you? Actually,
Are we? Would it be this guy?
you say the guy's name, the Johnson you
Yeah.
describe him. He says, "Yeah." Actually, you can hear like him moving through some files, and he says, "Yeah, you're going to be getting 6 members back. How is that going? Why are you calling me?"
Yeah, no, we're not. There were no 6 members there. The whole thing was a setup.
How is that possible?
There were no.
I know that man personally. He is literally down an office down the hall from me. I could go talk to him.
Well, you might want to be careful what you say because he just sent us on a fucking red herring and nearly got us all killed. Turn on the news, you'll see.
He says very well, and you can hear him kind of get up and open a door and then walk down a hall and then open another. And he says, "Just stay on the call." And he comes into a room with the guy and he says, "What's going on? The runs that you've..."
Just
Yeah,
because
if you want, make a
me
metrics
to call,
perception check.
I just want to make. I'm paranoid. You know, I've been playing her that way, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine, dude.
Turn off the edge. I don't have any edge left. 4 hits.
All right. With 4 hits, no one is watching the call apart from the people that are on the call. So.
Just want to make sure he wasn't triangulating us or anything.
Okay. Yeah. You you can just he walks in and then he says the Johnson's name, which is going to be Lyle. And he says, "Carla, what's going on? The runners that you have hired for the job that I gave you apparently think that it's a sting operation. Is there something you need to tell me? And you can hear the guy in the background just going, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. All they had to do was simply intercept a convoy. I know that it was a very dangerous job, and it was very last minute, because we only got the intel a couple hours ago. And you hear some banter between them, and then eventually the guy picks the phone up again, like to talk to you, and he says, I don't see the problem here. I've known this guy for a very long time, and I don't see him being a Gentech.
Is it
Well,
possible
the
to
information,
get bad information then?
yeah.
He asks if you checked every vehicle in the convoy.
Sure.
Do you ask the group, Ian?
No, I'll just say yes.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was fake then. We're sorry for the problem. You're just going to have to take the upfront pay.
There were 3 sedans and 1 armored vehicle, right?
Indeed, it was.
Yep, no elves.
He asks if you checked the boot of the sedans.
Well, yeah, they were pretty wide open after everything
The
went down.
boots never opened, guys. I never said that they opened.
Hey, man, I'm not telling him the truth.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I thought it was out of character. You were saying that.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying to him. Yep, they were wide open. Didn't see any elven bodies in there either.
Yeah, he says sorry for your trouble. If need be, we can get you a safe house for you to lie low for a while. But you're just going to have to accept the upfront payment that we gave you. It was there just in case this kind of thing might happen.
Right. Thanks very much for your time. Let us know if
Tom,
anything else comes up.
Tom,
Yeah?
when you made me roll that perception check, was that because I murdered someone in the boot of their car?
You were killing them and they were screaming.
Yeah.
But I thought that we went through them and he was only able to sense the people
We
in the
went
car.
through the truck.
He looked through the
It was the
cars.
truck.
And the thing is he never said he looked through every part. He looked through in the main part of the car. Also, they were astrally protected as well, so you couldn't see inside of them.
Yeah, there was barriers.
There were astral barriers on the inside to protect from astral projection inside of the trunks of the cars as well.
Fuck.
And that's
So
where we're
I
going to have to
wouldn't-
leave it there.
I wouldn't have seen that there was this black spot, just like the armored vehicle had a
Unless
black
you,
spot.
basically, I wanted you to explicitly say you're going to look inside of the trunks, because most people
Yeah,
wouldn't have.
I understand.
I'm going to be honest, most people wouldn't.
Okay.
None of us did.
But yeah, we're just going to have to leave it there. You guys still did fairly well at capturing them, but next time check the trunk. We're just going to leave it there for tonight. Thanks you guys for playing, and see you next time.